James, and he's just produced an incredible documentary. Would you like to tell us a little bit about what you're trying to achieve with your documentary?
Absolutely. So it's a documentary series. It's 7 parts, and it's called Planet Vegan, and it's all about kind of giving an educational platform for non-vegans to learn about veganism without having to watch films like Dominion or Cowspiracy, which are the films that changed my life so much. However, I also appreciate that some people don't really want to have that kind of confrontational and very upfront content, and so it's kind of something like it starts out like very easygoing, the first couple of episodes, and by the end of it, it's talking about activism and going into farms and seeing really what's happening to animals. And so it kind of starts off more on like the environmental and health side, and transitions to being more about like the ethical side of veganism. And hopefully, as people kind of take this journey, they realize at the end, like, I need to be vegan. And so that's kind of, you know, the whole reason that the series is there. And I think it's a good thing to have that isn't currently really available.
Mm-hmm. And we understand you've gone across the world to get some of your footage.
Yes.
What have you seen?
Man, I've been all over at this point. I'd say one of the most impactful things I did, which is actually about the last episode, is I spent about 2 months in Australia, and I was filming with Leah Dolinger, who's an activist down there, and we did like some undercover stuff, meet the victims, and some of these things that really changed my life, and I never thought I'd really do them. And then once I did them and went undercover in farms and things like that, I realized that like I have to do them. You know, it's something that really changed me. But I've kind of been all over. I've been in like the cork forests of Portugal with this like company that makes like cork vegan leather products, and I've been in California with Beyond Meat CEO Ethan Brown, and like just really meeting very cool people and influential people, and just trying to use their voice to help further the voice of the documentary, and hopefully, you know, bring about a little bit more change.
And what do you think about activism in general? Do you think people should be doing more of that, and what do you think is the best way?
I think one of the best things that actually the vegan couple said today is that it's a moral imperative. Actually, after we go vegan, veganism is the first step, and it's a fantastic step, but we can't stop there. We each have a responsibility. Once we know what's happening to animals, once we know about the destruction being caused by these industries to our own environment, our own ecosystem, we have to get active. We have to either hit the streets, we have to educate, we have to do any number of things. And there's so many different forms of activism. You know, you can go to work and you can wear vegan T-shirts, and you can, you know, bring your employees, you know, vegan food and all this stuff. But it does also go beyond that. I think, you know, we have to participate in nonviolent direct action. We have to challenge the cultural norms that are currently existing that let these systems perpetrate. There's so many things that we have to change about society, and the only way to do that is to get active. And so yeah, we really need to focus on that. I mean, I think if you were to look at the 7,000 vegans here, if the rule stands straight that about 1% of vegans are active, we've only got 700 activists, you know, and is that 70 or, yeah, 700. 70. Is that 70 activists? I'm trying to find 1%. No, it's 700. Okay, so yeah, so 700 activists. And so we really need to get that number to be so much higher. We need to have 100% of vegans being active, because if we could get those numbers, we could change the world, you know, really, really quickly.
Can you let us know a little bit about the situation for animals at the moment? How many we're slaughtering around the world?
Absolutely. So we actually talked about this in the first episode of Planet Vegan, and so I did the calculations myself based on FAO data from the UN. And so right now, both marine and land animals, we kill about 80,000 every single second. And so I don't know how long this interview's been, about five minutes, but we'll, in this, you know, the short time of this interview, we'll lose hundreds of millions of animals. You know, that's something that we really can't even fathom or understand when we try and think about the death toll. And so I hope that when people hear that, instead of being complacent, they actually understand the severity of the situation. This is something where, as the seconds tick, we're losing tens of thousands of animals. It's such an incredible injustice that's happening right now, and we all have the power to change it.
Yeah, every one of us.
Absolutely.
It's something you feel very passionate about, so can you let us know the name of your documentary and when people can actually see it?
Absolutely. So the name of the series is called Planet Vegan, and we're doing like a really hard pitch for Netflix that we're hoping for sometime in 2020, about summer. We'll hopefully be on a network. If not, we'll be available on some form of subscription platform. Most importantly, if you want to get kind of a sneak peek, you can come to the big premiere screening we're doing on the 5th of October in Berlin. You can get tickets at planetvegandoc.com, and then there's a little tab that says screenings. And that's the biggest thing. If you want to support us, you can check out our Patreon, you can check out our Instagram, planetvegandoc. But most importantly, you can come to one of the screenings that we're going to be doing and just really have a good time with us.
Thank you very much, James.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.